everybody, this is Ron Taylor, and he will be the next artist that we feature on FMC615, and we are very excited. So in the past, Foundation and I, we've been promoting the ciphers that are coming soon, and that time is here. So the first episode will be dropping July the 5th. So Ron, tell us about yourself. Where are you originally from, and how long have you been rapping?
Well, since you're going to make me talk about myself, I'm originally from southern Indiana, a small town called Evansville. It's right on the border of Kentucky. I grew up there. I went to college there, and that's kind of where and when I started rapping was whenever I got to college.
So tell us about how hip-hop has influenced you in your life, and why is hip-hop so important to you?
Oh, man. Well, I mean, as far as, like, why it's important to me, I mean, it's just something that I connected with. I don't know if it was just kind of like the culture and society that we live in. There's really not too much of a foundation that like I grew up with within my family or upbringing in that sense. So it was just kind of something that naturally penetrated my circle and my interests. And yeah, it's been something that has been, especially, you know, as I was growing, it was something that like helped me grow. Like writing was something that I always did growing up. But whenever I got into college, it was something that became more of a focus for me because I was writing for a purpose. It wasn't like, and I was writing for myself too. And within that, I was kind of like discovering and finding myself through that process. Like I was like taking these things and like when I remember when I first started rapping, I remember like we were such wannabes. It was, I mean, we were terrible. I remember like one of the first raps that I did, we like printed out some Lil Wayne lyrics and like literally just went like syllable for syllable and just kind of like made our own rap verses based on the syllables and the patterns that were already there, and it just kind of went from there.
Okay, so you mentioned Lil Wayne as one of your influences. Who else can you mention as far as artists who have inspired you and influenced you as an artist?
Well, I think single-handedly, and the whole world's probably gonna, like, have their own preconceptions on this, but Asher Roth was a huge, like, by far the most influential person on me, and if the only thing you ever heard from him was I Love College, you probably won't understand why it was so influential to me, but, like, even that song was actually super, like, alright, this is cool, and that was my introduction to him, but his content-wise and just kind of like the way he goes about like seeing the world and observing it and writing down his observations, like it really made me think about the world a whole lot differently. So like listening to his music genuinely changed the way I saw and wanted to see the world.
Okay, so it sounds like you have a wide variety of people that influence you. What would you say is something that a lot of people don't know about you that would surprise them?
Well, something people don't know about me. Well, it only takes like 5 minutes to be around me and to realize that I'm like absolutely obsessed with food and like geek out over it. There was some cookies over there in the in the lobby in the desk, and I was just kind of like, it took me forever to sign in because I was just like eating cookies in between every signature.
Do you like those knockoff Oreos?
They're not my favorite, to be honest. But like knockoff Oreos are way better than like non-existent, not in your hands Oreos. So I definitely take that. But I also, fun fact, I also spend a little bit of time working in education. So I spent some time working in some different pre-college enrichment programs, summer programs, and even teaching abroad. You know, they were really happy to be able to have a teacher and have somebody that they looked up to in a sense that was like, hey, you know, I know the world's like coming at you at this, but like you're good to do your own thing, and like being able to rap and to speak on their level and to, you know, I definitely would rap to them.
They can relate to you.
Yeah, exactly. It would be super relatable. And I remember one of them before like he left the program told me how appreciative he was that I would just like that I would talk to him like a person. You know, I wouldn't talk down to him, or I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm the teacher, you're the something. It was like, yo, no, we're both human beings and we're both connecting, and that's really what I wanted to project and to be able to contribute.
Wow, so that's really dope. That's actually what FMC615 is all about. It's all about utilizing, you know, your gifts and your passions to make a difference. Because, yeah, we rap and that's cool and that's dope and everything, but what are we doing to make a difference, you know, for our generation? So we really appreciate everything that you're doing for the youth and for the kids. And yeah, Ron Taylor, everybody, you can look out for him on the next episode of FMC615, and the first Cypher edition will be coming to you dropping July the 5th. So watch out for it.